Hello everyone, this is Daiichi speaking. I believe that we were just near the end of the swapper last time I left off. Just so you know, wow, sorry, just got shocked there for a second. I did some exploring last time when I turned the game off, and apparently what I found was that I never actually got across. Well, in the last video, I got to this place where it's basically just empty space, so you have to cross this huge distance. But it's easy to get disoriented. I even noted this during my walkthrough, and sure enough, turns out I never actually got all the way across. So today, I'm sorry, last night, I went back and thought to myself, let me see if I missed something over here, and sure enough, I missed this entire area. So you haven't seen this before if you've been following along. And what's interesting about this is that this is where the final puzzles are supposed to be, my last few orbs in order to finish the game off. So we're going to do that today, hopefully. I don't like this blurry effect, although I get what they're going for, especially because the sun is sort of just passing through from behind. Check my recording device really quickly. Are we recording? Yeah, alright, we are. Okay, so now today my job is to finish these last 3 puzzles and hopefully reach the end of this game. So let's see. Okay, just to remember, in violet light, you can't either create a clone or shoot through it to swap. So obviously we've got to... So I believe we need to... Okay, so we need to get down here, but just how we do that is the question. Okay, so we're going to lose at least 1 clone. Can't create it there, so let's do it right here. Jump over that. Okay. Oh no. What? Sorry, just did not see that there is a switch right there as well. We're going to have to do this again. That's not going to work. Oh, if I had just one left, I could do this. I don't. So I've got to find a way to get one here, one there, and then create at least a single clone. Okay, so of all of these, I'm the one that's in the bad position. I'm not too happy with the fact that there's no easy way to reset the puzzle. Oh, not have done that. At least I do know it's possible. So he can't create anything since this is Violet. Get me out. So this won't matter at all, considering he can't really do anything. Oh! What? So obviously I'm close, or just what's difficult is that even when if I create a clone right there, doesn't actually do anything. Alright, going to pause this really quickly and give this just a second of thought. Okay. So, I'm not really sure of everything that I'm supposed to do, but I've been playing around with it. You'll excuse me, I'm a bit nervous. I'm sort of just in that phase where I really hope this works. Well, that sucks. Well, that ruined all my work. I've got to try this again. Okay, let's just sort of do a reset and get at this one more time. This time I'm going to try and just not do that because that just leads to a dead end. So this time, really, come on, let's do it. Clone, 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 clone. What is wrong? Okay. So, the control is slightly loose, like if you're playing a Mario game, for instance. So when you release, you still stumble back. It's like you're playing Ninja Gaiden. Every time you get hit, you toss back into a chamber or something. Oh, I believe we've got this. And we do. That's nice. There we go. Now can we actually get out? There we go. It's a lot more tricky than it actually seems from the outset. Still wandering around. Right, what's the next one? Okay. Something here. Okay. Well, it's hard to tell what I'm looking at. Come on. See, that's just stupid. It's a death trap. Barely got that one. But we're near to done, so that's comforting. A mind is only a brain. There's no such thing as a swapper. Don't listen to them. Cool. Alright, just 2 more and we're done. See, we're up to 106. I believe every orb that you collect is essentially 10. Alright, well, I just got to find the, alright. It looks like we're going to have to, obviously that would be too easy. But there has to be some... Okay, see, there are lights. So there has to be some way to turn them off. I mean, I'm assuming there has to be a way. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, if you don't have... Alright, so obviously we need to somehow find a way to get a clone, transfer into it. That's not going to work. I'll show you why. This can't work. I mean, there's actually no way it can work. It's because you cannot fire out. Nope, still doesn't work. See, if there were only some way to get him to, well, come this way. I could create a clone right there, of course, but then you don't have a way to... Alright, so again, because I'm trying to cut down on time, I'm going to pause and just think about this problem for a second. Well, let me just give it one good go really quickly. Okay. Alright, just a quick minute for me to think. Okay, so let's give this another try. So we do understand, of course, that there's so much space and yet not much for us to do because of the fact that I'm not sure that that's what I was supposed to do, but not sure this will work. Okay, it did. So now this is going to suck if I have to do what I believe I'm supposed to do. Considering all the trouble that I've had with my mouse control, this will not be pleasant. But I'm going to give it a try. Now I'm just holding tight to the mouse because I know if I let go, I'm going to die. There we go. Alright. I'm about as ready to be done with this game. Okay, what? I don't remember that when I came through. Alright, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that, obviously. So you cannot tell exactly where the end of this is. Right, one more puzzle. And I do need to remember to get that memory terminal as well. Oh, this is the last one. I'm almost sure of it. Okay. So much color. Well, this seems essentially simple. I need to get a clone placed. That... Well, I need to get to that switch first, apparently. Really trying hard to make this. Okay, I got it. I don't know what that does. Oh, if I'd left him over there. See how it turns off a light? Is there another switch? There's an obvious need for me to... Wait. Why won't it let me... Okay. Oh. Okay, I can shoot. Now the trouble is, I can't move too far to in this direction. Okay, I've still got 2 clones left though. Oh, gods. Okay, at least I do have a handle on what I need to do. Alright, like I've been doing through this whole routine, giving you a break, while I give my mind a break. Okay, so, I almost had it, and you'll see what I mean This is basically the same thing that we just finished doing. But this time... Okay, well, if I can avoid dying in stupid ways like that... Apparently I can't. Okay. Come on. Apparently I got it the first time and now it just... I don't know. Come on! Ooh, barely. Okay, so we're doing the almost the exact same thing as before. Except this time we're putting a clone up here. You'll see why in just a second. There we go. Oh! Check the navigator for a new accessible console. So this should be it. We're done. This is the end of the game that we're about to get to. Yeah? Okay. We just have one more one of these memory consoles that I want to... This one. That's the last one that I really am interested in. I'm hitting the button! That's creepy. No! No, not what I wanted. Okay. You can't see anything! What am I supposed to do if I can't see anything? I'm supposed to get frustrated is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get angry. And then I'm supposed to win. Okay, this was the last memory console, so let's give it a shot. I can't... It's hard to read. We dig enough launchers out of orbiting asteroids. You ever get to wondering whether they are as smart as they're supposed to be? You know they're supposed to talk to each other. I never heard a peep. Maybe they don't speak our language. Think about it. They're telepathic, right? If you could sense what I was thinking as I was thinking it, would you need to read this message? Or develop language at all? Seriously, if they're going to talk to us, I reckon it'd have to have something pretty damn... It'd have to be something pretty damn important. I think you're in the wrong work placement. Okay, well then, it was just some witty banter that was going on. But... does not matter at this point. We are officially coming on the end. Despite all sorts of troubles with controls, and again, that's not the developer's fault, that's my fault. I need to get my mouse replaced. So don't blame them for my shoddy equipment. Okay, so we need to get up here. This is the closest available one. One good benefit is that we don't have to worry about all that haze and distraction that was going on earlier. I mean, it's a neat effect, but then it really slows you down when you're trying to rush through and get somewhere else. Oh, I'm excited, everyone. This was such a great game. Oh, you can't... I just realized you can't create clones here. It's all saturated in blue. I wonder if that has something to do with the fact that they keep these blue lights on so that the watchers can't swap minds. I don't know. I'm not sure if they can actually do that or not. I'm really unclear on elements of the plot, just because as good as this game is, they are terrible science fiction writers. You just don't get a coherent sense. I mean, it's just all Star Trek techno babble and no real explanation for what the swamper does, especially when they get into metaphysical discussions about the human soul. I mean, it just all gets lost in the plot. So I'm not sure what these watchers actually can do besides talk to one another. Although apparently, okay, so they can't switch bodies, but they can drive you mad. Am I understanding that correctly? And the head watcher is the worst one of all. Which would make sense, since he sort of guards all of them. Oh, let's see. Authenticate landing sequence. This is it. Oh wow. Okay, I'm excited. Here we go.
Theseus landing sequence activated.
Oh, so awesome. Oh, am I supposed to move? Oh no. Oh, I'm just dying. What? Did we die? Oh wow. Okay. Do we have a map? Oh, no. Am I supposed to go up? Nope, not supposed to go up. The lost ones, they have rejoined the great chain, but somehow they are changed. This seems like what we're supposed to do. Okay. Oh, I can't clone anything. I'm completely out. Life is worth living at any cost. I still feel myself. A mind is not only a brain. This gets back to the discussion of what is the human mind, or what gives us consciousness. No one can make me do that. There's another way. It's the only way to be sure. The choice is the same as before. You can die here, or you can do what you have to go on.
This is Rescue Charter 509 Alpha responding to SOS request. Stand by for risk analysis.
Ground to ship. Subject checks out okay, but readings are off the scale. Recommend full quarantine protocols during extraction. Over. Don't worry. We're gonna get you home.
Ship to ground. We don't have that facility on board, and we're not confident we can safely extract without it. Over.
What are your orders? Over.
Take every precaution and return to ship. Out.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, what? Left mouse button to swap, or E to stay on the planet. I can't leave someone to die. I wouldn't kill to save my own life. but I would lay my life down to save someone else. Sucks. I suppose I'm supposed to die now. There's another mind here. It is dying. What is dying? A disconnection, the absence of knowledge. What is it for? To avoid something worse. It will cease to learn, but will it be different? For a short time at least. Wow, that was really good. Oh, by the way, I contacted Mr. Carlo Castellano, the one who did the music for the game, just to congratulate him. I mean, it really is good. But that said, what I would have done, maybe if I were more, maybe if I hadn't panicked in the moment, but I could have swapped bodies and then, in control of this ship, still chosen to rescue the other person. I mean, that is an option. In that sense, you're not killing. You're still saving both of you. It's just taking a roundabout way to do it. But for all my criticism of the game, sort of the unclear storyline, wow, in the end, I mean, besides the fact that the puzzles are so good, the discussion of what makes a human mind and what makes us conscious, whether it's an emerging phenomenon, whether there's a soul, I mean, those are all important discussions that we need to be having as human beings. And those two minds there at the very end that have the discussion of what happens when you use a swapper, whether there's a soul or whether there is just bits and parts of electronics and synapses, that is good science fiction. I mean, the ending is quite sad. I don't want to be cheap and restart, but let's just see what happens if I hit continue. Let's see what happens if it... Oh, no, that's it. You're done. Wow, okay. Well, I suppose just going to have to look up the other ending on YouTube somewhere, but this was a great game, and support this group because they came up with something special. I cannot fault them whatsoever. And I mean, again, the discussion of what the human mind is and what the mind is in general, it gets kind of bad. I mean, somewhere in there, I'm not sure that the producers of the game really have a full grasp on not only the science but the various metaphysical arguments for the human mind and things like that. But the weight of the choice you make at the end, after all that discussion, I mean, that really does pay off. And I was actually really sad as I plummeted to my death. I mean, and it's really poignant. You just get a sensation of sorrow and sadness, because you do have this last connection with these other minds as you fall to your death. Obviously, I really enjoyed the game. I'm going on long about it, but thanks to the producers, thanks to the game developers. These are people who put together the puzzles and the music. I mean, so good. Wow, I really enjoyed the Swapper, and hopefully we get more games from this company because they did a bang-up job. Oh, man. Not as emotionally wrenching as, say, The Walking Dead, but man, after a full game with only 2 people that are really in it, that ending sequence is just fantastic. And it really all comes together there in those final moments. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me on our playthrough of the Swapper. So until next time, this is Daishi, signing off.